Hi guys. Okay, so I'm going to talk about opinion writing and our racers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you two student examples of opinion writing, and we'll talk about where students are going right and where students can show some improvement. And hopefully this will help you in your writing. I'm seeing a lot of common errors with a lot of the racers, and so I thought that this video would help so you could always go back to it. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, your essential question was, are graphic novels books? Please make sure you guys understand the question that's being asked. Sometimes you guys are answering this, you're not even answering the question. You're giving an opinion as to which ones you like better. Now, is that the question here? It says, are graphic novels books? It's not saying, do you like graphic novels better than books? Okay, so always make sure you understand the question being asked. This is a yes or no question and it's an opinion. So your only options really are graphic novels are books or graphic novels are not books. So those of you who wanted to compare the two, you're not really answering the essential question. So just make sure you understand it. And that's why we restate the question. Okay, so this first column here in the R, right? I went ahead and edited the students' RACER because they put, this student put graphic novels are books for anyone. They are just shorter than other books. So this is an exact example of a student who is comparing the books, where again, that's not the question here. Okay, so I went ahead and edited this, and again, this is just for an example, right? So I put for this student, graphic novels are books. Okay, done, period. Okay, you always want to give your answer. Why do you think graphic novels are books in this second column here, which is, right, the answer section. Okay, answer the question. Explain your reasons, right, why you hold this position. Okay, I'm color coding these because when I'm jumping back and forth, I want you guys to see the connection here. Okay, your whole RACER is based on your answer. All of your text evidence has to support your answer. Okay, so this student says, I believe graphic novels are books, right? Because you always have to have the word because in there because you are giving me reasons. All right, so I believe graphic novels are books because chapter book just. So again, this student, if they're editing their writing, if they were to read this out loud, they would catch their error here. Plus, I see blue squigglies here, right? This should say because chapter books, right? See how that little squiggly mark goes away? So just an editing thing. So graphic novels are books because chapter books just have words, but graphic novels, they have less words and they have more pictures. So again, this student is really comparing or talking about the differences between the two. Okay, so if we're looking at the answer, graphic novels are books. Why are graphic novels books? And you can kind of change this answer to say, well, graphic novels are books because graphic novels have words, right? That's true. They also have pictures that can give you more information. That's also a great piece of evidence that can be used here. Okay, so it's just a matter of changing the wording here so that you're not comparing them. So I would rewrite this to say, right, I believe graphic novels are books because they both have words. Graphic novels have pictures. Right? So the book can give you more information. And again, we don't really want to use the word you here. You don't want to talk to your reader. So the book can give more information. Okay. And I'm going to leave it at that. So here's our answer. And again, you're going to notice here, I highlighted this first idea here in light blue, and then the second idea or reason in green. Okay. In your RACER, you have to give me two reasons to support your opinion, which is, right, graphic novels are books or they're not books. So in this instance, the first one I'm looking at as a teacher is, okay, this student is saying graphic novels are books because, well, they both have words. Great. I want to see evidence from the article that you read to support that. So when I come down here to C, right, citing evidence, that's what the C stands for, I'm looking for text evidence that supports this idea, okay? And so the student says, the article explains that graphic novels are books because any age can read a graphic novel and be interested in the book. So again, this is not answering the question. You're saying graphic novels are books because they have words in it, right? That's a great way to support that idea. So when you're saying that students they like graphic novels because they're interesting, you're getting away from answering the question. Okay, so in this blue text these are my comments. This is sort of what I'm thinking, okay? One, the student does not have text evidence, okay? Your text evidence here should match the light blue in your answer. So I'm looking for something from the article that says, right, graphic novels have words. And it's let's see, in your answer above, I hope the color coding helps. So you must provide text evidence, what is text evidence? It's a direct quote, which means you're copying from the article word for word what it says in there. And then you're putting it inside of quotation marks. And that tells me, right, you're copying that idea from the author and you're saying, hey, this supports my reason why graphic novels are books. Okay, so in this instance, there is no text evidence. So this is lacking. The idea is here, but there's nothing in here that talks about words. Graphic novels are books because any age can read the graphic novel. This doesn't mention the fact, anything from the article that says graphic novels have words in them just like regular books. Okay, that's what I wanted to see here. Okay, in the explanation, you're going to tell me why the text evidence you do choose, how it supports this first answer. Graphic novels are books because they have words. So when I read this, let's see if it supports this idea. This shows that any age can read a graphic novel. Okay, but again, our essential question is not, can children read graphic novels? Okay, getting away from the essential question again. Graphic novels are books. I want to see an explanation as to whatever text evidence you're going to use, how it confirms, hey, regular books have words and graphic novels have words. Okay? Second piece of text evidence. So again, when I'm looking at your answer, I'm looking at your second reason why you believe what you do. And the student's second reason is graphic novels have pictures. So the book can give more information, right, to the reader. I'm going to add that in there maybe. Okay, great. I totally agree there. Now I'm hoping to see text evidence to support this, right? Pictures actually are kind of like an added bonus because pictures do give information. You're using your brain to figure out how the picture helps you understand the story, right? At least that's my thinking here, or the student's thinking. So when I go down to the second citation, I'm again color coding it green because this is what I'm doing. You're saying, right, pictures give more information. Okay, so this says the article also states, so the student is making reference to the article, but again, I don't see a direct quote here. Graphic novels are books because they are not hard to read and they are fun to read because they have pictures that can be funny, informational, and other things. Okay, so there is a mention about pictures here, but again, there's no copying word for word from the article and no quotation marks. And that's what I need to see. That's what text evidence is. Okay, so the student would have to go back and add text evidence. Now, again, the explanation, whatever text evidence the student is going to use, how, again, does it support the idea that graphic novels are books? And then so the explanation here is, this is because anybody can read a graphic novel because there are a lot of times they are interesting and you can read that book because it's interesting. Okay, that's a repetition of an idea. You just said that. Or it is a book you like. All right, again, the question is, it's not what do you like better and why? It's, are graphic novels books, yes or no, right? And give me information to support that. All right, and then finally, the restatement of your answer. A restatement is purple. Okay, say your answer, another way. So this student's answer is graphic novels are books because they have words and pictures, right, that give the reader information. They both tell a story, right? So in purple, I want to see that said another way. And so this student put, in conclusion, anyone can read a graphic novel book. Well, we're just going to say anyone can read a graphic novel. But again, that's not the question that's being answered. The question is not, can students read graphic novels? The question is, are graphic novels books, right? So again, always make sure you're understanding that. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to start a new recording, and I'm going to talk about another student example where everything is sort of aligned, and we'll see if that helps make sense of things.